Hi, welcome to this particular segment. I am Dr. Chris Tomczak from Health Source.
I am Dr. Don Bassesi, also with Health Source.
Imagine that. All right, we're on a little bit of a crusade today. A little bit of a crusade. And the crusade is very simple. We want to totally eliminate the sliding glass windows in doctors' offices. What do you think?
What do you got against the sneeze guard? You got to have something to keep a border between you and those dirty patients.
Have you ever gone to a doctor for the first time? You go to a brand new doctor. The first thing you do is you walk in, you see a bunch of people, sick people, sitting in the waiting room, waiting, and you see this great big piece of sliding glass with a little bell next to it, right there on a little countertop, and you ding the bell before you actually get to speak to a human being.
I wouldn't ding it too loud, and sometimes you'll notice a post-it note somewhere on that glass saying, "Don't rattle the glass."
Because they don't want to be interrupted?
They're busy. They got stuff going on back there.
Yeah. God forbid that they wake up.
Amen.
Well, why a crusade? Because healthcare, there's some problems on healthcare. We all know that, right?
There are some, and there are some good things.
That's right. There's good and there's bad, and there's some indifferent stuff. But one of the problems we have is healthcare is a bit impersonal right now because of things like the sneeze window that's put in there to separate the patients from the staff.
That's the way it was already. Now there's stuff set up that may make it far more impersonal if it goes through.
Like what?
Well, like the abilities to go in and take away a doctor's access to certain treatments and therapies that have been useful for them, but if it makes a statistic that says it costs this amount, whether it's working or not, doctors may not have access to that anymore.
And I think probably some of you already, it just clicked for me, you're talking about Senator Backus's new healthcare plan.
I may have something in there along those lines.
We may have been reading it a little bit earlier. Maybe not.
As everyone should be.
All right, but yeah, what we're talking about is the healthcare reform plan as put forth by Senator Backus today. Generally, it establishes different panels. And these panels will decide, panels of doctors and whatnot and other people, governmental people, we presume, will decide what things they think work better than other things, so the doctor's only going to be able to do specific things. So typically maybe you had 5 or 10 different ways to treat one particular problem, maybe now you only have one.
And the question is it going to be based on how well those options worked, or is it going to be based on the dollar amount that is attached to it? You know, and that has significant difference as far as what's best for the patient and the relationship that we have with our patients.
So what you're saying is sometimes a car is not a car is not a car, in that there's a difference between, let's just say, a Mercedes versus some very, very cheap car from Korea. Might be a little difference in quality?
Could be a difference in quality.
All right, and that's what we're dealing with here, is there's differences in quality in different types of procedures. There's no doubt about that. What we need to make sure is that we give our patients the very, very best, right?
Absolutely.
What's
all the
best
time.
for the patient?
Service.
There you go.
Service and value.
Service. What's best for the patient? I think we need to remember that one too.
Amen. I think we will.
All right. That's going to do it for today's segment. What we want to do is invite you to go ahead and comment. You can go ahead and look on, get on our blog, which is Dr. Tomczak, or you can follow us on Twitter or friend us on Facebook. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank you.